Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some 1961 New York Yankees baseball. It's the second game of a doubleheader here on September 14th, 1961. And it's the final game before the Yankees go to Detroit to take on the Tigers and try to clinch this American League pennant. So let's take a look at the starting lineups here for the visiting New York Yankees. We got leading off playing second base is Bobby Richardson. Batting second playing shortstop's Tony Kubek. Batting third playing right field's Roger Maris. Batting fourth and playing center field's Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth playing first base is Bill Skowron. Batting sixth doing the catching is Elston Howard. Batting seventh and playing left field is Hector Lopez. Batting eighth playing third base is Clint Boyer. Batting ninth and on the mound is Jim Coates. And now for the hometown Chicago White Sox, leading off playing shortstop Luis Aparicio. Batting second playing right field is Floyd Robinson. Batting third playing left field is Minnie Mioso. Batting fourth playing first base is J.C. Martin. Batting fifth playing third is Al Smith. Batting sixth playing center field is Jim Landis. Batting seventh and playing second base is Nellie Fox. Batting eighth and doing the catching is Cam Cameron. And batting ninth on the mound is Jose Pizarro. Let's get this game started here in Chicago, folks, and see if the Yankees can win game number 2 here. Hey, Mike and Clinton. Hey, what's going on, Clinton? Yeah, off work today. Had to go back to work this week. The dreaded 4-letter word. And on the mound's Juan Pizarro. This is his 22nd start of the season. He's got a 3.18 ERA. His record's 13-10. He's got 6 complete games. First batter he'll be facing will be Bobby Richardson, batting .255. He's got 3 home runs on the year and 57 RBIs. Can he set the table here for the big boys? And he's going to. He squares this up against Pizarro, and he hits that ball in the right field. It bounces off the wall, and Bobby's going to be standing down at second with a leadoff double. Nice way to start this game number 2. So Bobby down at second for Tony Kubek. And Tony drive him in. Tony's batting .277 on the year. He's got 6 home runs, 54 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Tony, and that's going to be a base hit over second in the center field, and that is going to score Bobby Richardson. Kubek says, we don't need the M&M boys. We'll put a run on the board before they even get up. So now still nobody out. Tony Kubek down at first for Roger Maris, who has set the home run record for the season, folks. Batting .269, 66 home runs. Everybody's waiting to see now if he can hit 70 with 131 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Roger, and that's going to be a fly ball in the left field, and that'll be out number 1 as Mioso makes the catch. That brings up the other M&M boy, Mickey Mantle. Mickey's hitting .310 on the year. He's got 48 home runs and 140 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And all of a sudden, Juan settled down here and got the 2 big boys. But still got the Moose to deal with. Skowron batting .271, 38 home runs, 132 RBIs. And that'll be a ground ball down the second. Fox is up with it. He'll toss it over the short way to second. But the Yankees score 1 on the Kubek single. Take a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first. Aparicio, Robinson, and Mioso due up here against Jim Coates. Coates, this is his 11th start of the season. He's got a 3.45 ERA. He's got a 7-5 record. 2 complete games. He's going to go up against Luis Aparicio's first batter. Aparicio's batting .233, 2 home runs, 45 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Clint Boyer. He's got it. Fires across the diamond, and that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the first. Brings up Floyd Robinson now. And he's batting .306, 14 home runs, 58 RBIs. And that's going to be another ground ball down to Boyer. 2 ground balls to third, 2 quick outs. And here we go. We got Mini Mioso up now. And Mioso's batting .257, 23 home runs, 88 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one off of Mr. Coates. And that ball is driven into the gap in left field, and it's rolling around out there. Lopez finally gets to it. He fires it in. Not until Mioso's got a triple, folks. He's standing down at third with 2 outs. And Mr. J.C. Martin batting .263, 6 home runs, 34 RBIs. Can Jim get out of this with no run scoring here? 2 outs, a runner on at third. And that's going to be, get to the right chart. That is going to be a ground ball down the second. Bobby's up with it, tosses it over to Scour. And Minnie gets stranded at third. We get to the top of the second. It's 1-0 New York. You got Howard, Lopez, and Boyer due up. I hear you, Clinton. I hear you, buddy. So, Elston Howard's having one fine year here, folks. Batting .345, 16 home runs, 73 RBIs. Can he keep it up here and lead off this second inning? Here's the pitch to Howard, and that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Martin up with it. He tosses it over to Juan covering, and that'll be out number 1. Brings up Mr. Lopez now. Hector's batting .213. He's got no home runs and 12 RBIs. MV and Tim's in the house, Cleveland baseball fan. Check out their great channels. And here's the pitch to Hector. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 quick outs here in the second. Brings up Boyer, and let's see if he can get something going here. He's only batting .223 on the season, folks. 11 home runs, 52 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Mioso's got that. It's a 1-2-3 second for the Yanks. We go to the bottom of the second. Smith, Landis, and Fox due up here. Al is batting .295, 27 home runs, 109 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's Coates' first strikeout of the ball game. And that'll bring up Jim Landis, batting .267, 19 home runs, 80 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. Mick takes a few steps back, makes the catch. And we got 2 down here. And now we got Nellie Fox up. And Nellie's batting .253, 5 home runs, and 37 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Boyer, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. So we go to the top of the third here. We got Coates, and then we're back to the top of the order. And Richardson and Kubek. Coates has not gotten a base hit this season, folks. He's 0 for 27. Can he finally get off the snide here and get a base hit? And not this time, because that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Juan. We're back to the top of the order. Bobby Richardson singled and doubled and came around to score in the first. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Floyd Robinson's out there today, makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Tony Kubek. He singled and drove in Bobby his first time up. Here's the pitch to Tony, and that's going to be a ground ball down to Martin at first. And now it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Yankees still with a 1-run lead. Cam Carry-On and Juan, and then back to Aparicio. Oh, Cam's batting .289 with 9 home runs, 32 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. He's up with it, tosses it over to Skowron for out number 1. Here come Juan Piazza, and he is batting .222 with a home run and 2 RBIs on the year, folks. So you don't want to groove one to him. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up and 2 down. We're back to the top of the order in Aparicio. And he grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be another ground ball down the third. 2 ground balls down the third and 2 outs. And the White Sox go down in order. Got a great pitching game going on here, folks. Now we got the M&M boys due up. Maris, Mantle, and then Skowron. Can they make some noise? Roger flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. Home run number 67, Roger Maris doubles the lead. It's 2-0. Crosses the plate. Mick shakes his hand. He says it was a curve that didn't curve. Mick struck out his first time up. Can the M&M boys go back to back? No, Mick hits a slow grounder down the second. Nelly's got it for out number 1. That brings up the moose, Skowron, and he reached on the fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Aparicio. And he fires over to first, and that'll be out number 2. That brings up Elston Howard. Can he keep this inning alive, folks? He grounded out the first his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. But the Yankees add a run on the 67th home run by Roger Maris and lead this game 2-0. We got Robinson, Landis, and Smith due up here. Hey, Legend, sorry I missed that live. Check out Legend Sports Universe World Series, folks. Yeah. Game number 5. I won't give it away. Great game, though. Great game. Went down to the wire. Check it out. You got Floyd Robinson up. He grounded out the third his first time up. Excuse me. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third again. They're picking on Boyer down there. They might want to find somebody else. 1 out here brings up Jim Landis. And Landis brings up Minnie Mioso. Got them out of order. Let's fix that here. Got them out of order. How did I do that? Alrighty, we got her fixed. And Minnie tripled his first time up. And that's going to be a nice ground ball down to Quebec. Not a problem for Tony. He's up with it. He fires over to first for out number 2. And that brings up Mr. Martin. And JC, he grounded out the second his first time. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Roger near the line makes the catch for out number 2. Yeah, exactly, Legends. I didn't want to say anything in case people knew who had the lead, but yeah, I sure did enjoy it. Looking forward to next year, and looking forward to your Madden project. Hector Lopez, followed by Boyer and then by Coates here in the top of the 5th. Hector struck out his last time up. Oh, man, you're welcome. Thank you for doing it. And that's going to be a swing and a foul ball. Hector gets a piece of it, stays alive. Then he hits the ball down to first. Martin takes it himself for out number 1. Let's see if Mr. Boyer can get aboard here in the top of the fifth and get things going. He flew out the mini Mioso his first time up, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike three. Boyer goes down. 2 outs now. It's up to Mr. Jim Coates, who hasn't gotten a hit this year. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Nelly's got it. And the Yankees go down 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the third. We got Smith, Landis, and Fox due up here for the White Sox. Al struck out his last time up. And here's the pitch from Jim. And Al Smith tags this one, folks. And that ball is driven into the gap in right field. Al Smith's got himself a leadoff double. So you got the time, got the runner in scoring position for Jim Landis. Landis flew out the Mick his first time up. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is hit over Mick's head, over the fence for a 2-run shot that ties this ball game up, folks. It's 2-2. And still nobody out here in the fifth from Nelly Fox. Nelly grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. And all of a sudden, Jim can't get a soul out, folks. After cruising through 4, they're getting to him here in the fifth. Still nobody out. Fox down at first for carry on. He is 0 for 1. He's grounded out the second. I hear you, legends. I'm going to I probably will do 3 streams today because the Yankees play a doubleheader after this against Detroit. I'll probably do both of those games today. Depending on what goes on in this game, it can almost wrap up the American League pennant. Oh, cool. Enjoy the holidays with your son, legends. Here is Cam. Let's see if they can get a ground ball and get a double play out of this. And that is going to be hit down the second. Can they turn to? Richardson up with it. Tosses it over to Quebec. Quebec holds on to it. That was too slow of a roller. They get the lead runner. And that brings up Juan. He's going to try to bunt carry on down in the scoring position for the top of the order. Here's the pitch to Juan, and he lays down a nice bunt, folks. That ball is hit back to the mound. Only play will be over to first. So he gets the runner in scoring position with 2 outs. That'll bring up Mr. Aparicio. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out the third both times up. Coach trying to get out of this inning, still tied up. And that's going to be a little number. No, that's going to be a carry on trying to steal. What the hell does he think he's doing? He takes off for third. Howard fires down there, and he's out by a mile, folks. That's some piss poor base running. Go ahead run in scoring position, and you get thrown out at third. Don't know what the heck he was thinking. So that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 6th. We got the top of the order due up here for the Yankees. Richardson, Quebec, and Maris. This game's tied up at 2 apiece. Bobby's 1 for 2 with the double and came around to score. Here's the pitch to Bob. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Landis in center field. That'll be out number 1. And that'll bring Tony Quebec now. Can Tony get aboard here for the M&M boys? He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 up and 2 down. Here's Roger Maris. He did homer his last time up. Can he homer again here, folks, and give the Yankees a lead? He's got 67 home runs, 132 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a base hit. No, Jim Landis makes a great catch out there, robs him of a base hit, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. We Go to the bottom of the 6th, still tied up. Aparicio, who was on up the bat when Cam got thrown out at 3rd, leads off the inning, followed by Robinson and Mioso. Here's the pitch to Luis, and that's going to be a fly ball in the shallow left field. Boyer goes back, makes the catch, robs Aparicio of a base hit. And that'll bring up Floyd Robinson now with nobody on and 1 out. Floyd's grounded out the 3rd base, time's up. And he's going to give Bobby Richardson a try. He's up to the task, 2 up, 2 down. And brings up Mioso. And he is 1 for 2 with a triple. Grounded out the short his last time up. And we drop the dice to make an official game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. We got Mantle, Skowron, and Howard. Can they break the tie here? Mix 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. And that's going to be another swing and a miss, strike 3. And all of a sudden, Juan starting to crank them out. 7 strikeouts on the day, folks. Brings up Moose. He's reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out. And that's a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Up to 8 now. Can Howard at least make contact here? Howard's 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Howard gets aboard here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Can Lopez, Hector do something here? It'll take a heck of a hit to get Howard to score from first, folks. Here's Lopez. He's 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. And that's going to be another base hit. That's an infield hit. A Baltimore chopper down the 3rd. And all of a sudden, with 2 outs, the Yankees are making some noise here. Can Boyer keep this up, folks, and drive in a run and break this tie? Boyer's 0 for 2, flown out and struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And Smith's going to take it himself to end the inning, folks. So the Yankees strand 2. We go to the 7th inning stretch. We got Martin, Smith, and Landis due up here in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees hoping Jim can keep this a tie ball game. He's due to lead off the top of the 8th. Martin's 0 for 2 today. And he's going to be 0 for 3 because that's a swing and a miss. Only the 4th strikeout for Coates. 1 down here. Here comes Alan Smith. He doubled his last time up and struck out his other time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Quebec. He muffs that one, folks. Holds on to the ball, doesn't compound it by throwing it away. But Smith's down at first on the E6. That'll bring up Jim Landis. We know what he did his last time up. He tied this ball game up. He's 1 for 2 with that 2-run homer. And that's going to be a single over first. Smith, with his speed, is going to truck on down the 3rd. Now we got 1st and 3rd and only 1 out here, folks. And on the 2-0 pitch, Jim Landis is taken off from first. Here's the throw down the 2nd. Howard's already thrown 1 runner out. Can he do it again here, folks? And here's the tag by Tony Quebec, and Landis is in there safely. And all of a sudden now there's 1 out, runners on 2nd and 3rd for Nellie Fox. That takes away the double play, so the Yankees will bring the infield in. Fox is 1 for 2, grounded out the 3rd and singled. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Is that going to be deep enough to score the runner and break this tie? And that is going to be deep enough. Both runners are going to tag up, folks. And all of a sudden, the White Sox take a 3-2 lead here. And there's still a runner down at third with 2 outs now. And old Carry On, who made the base running blunder the last time, is up. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Mick makes a nice catch out there, robs him of a base hit, keeps this a 1-run ball game as we go to the top of the 8th. Yankees trailing 3-2. We got Coates due up. We'll have a pitch hitter for Coates, Richardson, and then Quebec. And Bob Cerv's going to come out here and pitch hit for Coates. He gets something going here in the 8th with the Yankees trailing by 1. JUAN's due to lead off the bottom of the 8th. They're hoping that he can make it through this, keep this a one-run lead. Coates wasn't able to keep the game tied. Let's see if the Yankees can at least tie this game up here in the 8th. Here's Bob Cerv up. He's batting .279 on the year, folks. 6 home runs, 19 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Bob. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Martin at first. He'll take it himself. Touch the bag for out number 1. We're back to the top of the order. Can Quebec and Richardson get something started here? Bobby did double his first time up and came around to score. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Landis has got room out there. That is 2 quick outs. So it's up to Quebec to keep this 8th inning alive. Tony singled his first time up, drove in a run, grounded out, and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 strike on Quebec. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And he strikes him out, folks. And that ends the 8th inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 3-2. Yankees need a pitcher here. And their bullpen, White Sox bullpen's not that great. Juan's pitching a hell of a game. I think they're going to let him bat. He's held the Yankees only 5 hits. He's got what? I think he's got like 8 strikeouts, something like that. Let's see here. Doesn't say there. We'll have to go to the box score here. I think he's got 8 strikeouts, like I say. What did I do here? I didn't screw this game up by doing that, did I? Oh, it's forcing me to, before I can do any of that, I got to make the pitch and change. Won't let me click on the box score until I make the pitch and change. So you're going to have a lefty up, a righty, and a lefty. So Al Downing is going to come out and pitch, I believe, here. The only lefty besides Luis we got in the bullpen. So Al Downing's coming out of the pen. Try to make this keep this a 1-run lead here for the White Sox. This is Al's 10th game. He's got a 4.5 ERA. He's got a 2-0 record with 1 save. Like I say, his job is keep this a 1-run ball game, give the Yankees a chance in the top of the 9th with the big boys coming up. Here's the pitch to Juan. He's 0 for 1. He struck out and had a sacrifice bunt. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And that's not a good sign. The left-handed pitcher gets a hit off of you. And that'll get the Yankees bullpen up again, that's for sure. Old Tex will get up here with the righties coming up after Floyd. So Here's Aparicio. He's 0 for 3. He's not a likely candidate to ground into a double play, though. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field, and this is not good. Oh, Downing's getting beat up here, folks. And the runner will get down to third. So we got first and third and nobody out. And that'll bring up Floyd Robinson. This will probably be Al Downing's last batter. And on a 2-0 pitch, off goes Aparicio. He's taking off for second. Can Howard throw him out, folks? Here's the throw down the second. Quebec applies the tag, but it's too late. That was called a strike, so it's a 2-1 count on Robinson. The Yankees bring the infield in. Robinson 0 for 3. The Yankees got to keep this a one-run ball game. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Are they going to test Mick's arm? No, they're not. That's a big out here for out number 1. And that's going to be it for Al Downing as the righty comes up. Al only gets 1 out. Hasn't given up a run yet, but the runners on second and third is his responsibility. Tex Clever is going to come out of the bullpen here. See if Tex can keep this a one-run game. Comes in with runners on second and third and 1 out. Minnie's tripled in this game. This is Tech's 26th game. He's got a 5.14 ERA. He's 3-3. See if he can get out of this jam here. Again, the Yankees keeping the infield in. Minnie 1 for 3. He's tripled, grounded out the short, and struck out. And that's not a good sign. That ball is hit in the center field, and that's going to score 2 runners. And Minnie's putting on the Jets. I don't understand that. That's Mick out there, folks. So, base hit in the center field. Both runners will score. And Mioso trying for second. And Mick throws him out of there easily. And now there's 2 outs and nobody on. White Sox have made some blunders on the bases, that's for sure. And brings up Martin now with nobody on. He's 0 for 3, but now it's a 3-run ball game, so the bullpen didn't do their job. Here comes Martin. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field with 2 outs. How big was Mioso getting thrown out now? He might have ended up at third. Now and it would have been first and third and only 1 out. Al Smith doubled, struck out and reached on there. He scored twice, and that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. That'll end the inning, but the Yankees trail by 3 as we go to the top of the 9th. They do got the big boys due up here. You got Maris, Mano, and Scourin. Can Juan get a complete game win out of this? Roger is 1 for 3 with his 67th home run, but the Yankees need base runners. Hey, 007. Hate to go into that Detroit series losing 2 games in a row. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Martin takes it himself, and that'll be out number 1. So can the Mick start a 9th inning rally here, folks? And Mick's 0 for 3. Struck out, grounded out, and struck out. And that's going to be a base on balls. That might be the first walk of the game by Juan. And it is here in the 9th. Can the Yankees take advantage of it here? Here comes the Moose. Can Scourin keep this going? He's 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice, grounded out, and struck out. And that ball is hit hard. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone. How big was those 2 runs in the 8th inning, folks? It is now a 1-run ball game, and that's going to be it for 1. Mick gives up the home run. And who are they going to bring in here to try to finish this out? Are they going to bring in the Turk? Omar. Let's see here. Their bullpen's not much to talk about. And they're going to bring out Warren Hacker's going to come out here, try to close this game out. Like I say, they don't got much of a bullpen. That's why they was trying to get one through this 9th inning here. But it's a 1-run ball game now. 1 swing and a bat can tie it up. Elston Howard's up. And the question is, do we pitch hit for him with Yogi Berra? That is the question. With 1 out, Howard batting .345 on the year. He's 1 for 3 today. He singled his last time up. I say we let Howard bat, keep him in the game, and let Berra pitch hit for Lopez. Hopefully Howard can get on and give Yogi a chance to win this ball game. Here's the pitch to Elston Howard. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So now we'll bring in Yogi. Give Yogi a chance here with 1 swing of the bat, maybe to tie this game up. So Yogi's going to come out here and pitch hit for the right-handed Hector Lopez. And if they tie this game up, he'll stay in the play left field. I could have maybe pitched hit for Howard with Johnny Blanchard. Could have done that now that I think about it. Oh, it's all right. Howard's batting like, say, .345 on the year. You can't argue with that. So here comes Yogi. He's batting .312, 26 home runs and 70 RBIs. Can he keep this game alive? Here's the pitch from Warren Hacker. This was Warren's 24th game. He's got a 3.90 ERA, a 2-0 record, and 2 saves. Going for save number 3. Can Yogi blow it for him? And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Landis waits for it to come down. The Yankees make it exciting, but lose this game 5-4. The bullpen let them down, folks. They're going to go into Detroit on a 2-game losing streak. White Sox take a pair in this doubleheader. Let's take a look at the box score here. And Jim Landis with the 2-run home run. The Yankees 4 runs on 6 hits and an error. The White Sox 5 runs on 9 hits and an error. You had Maris and Skowron with the home runs to drive in the runs today, folks. Yankees was 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Oh, Juan just didn't give them an opportunity. They only left 2 men on base. Heck of a pitching performance. He almost blew it. Omeni Mioso was 2 for 4 today. Jim Landis 2 for 3 with the 2-run homer. White Sox were 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Coach didn't pitch a bad game. They only left 3 men on base. Poor Jim gets the loss. He falls to 7-6. He pitched 7 good innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. Struck out 4 and gave up the big home run to Jim Landis. Al Downing comes in, does not do a good job, folks. Does not keep the game a 1-run game, and that was costly. Pitches a third of an inning, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs. Tex comes in, couldn't shut the door, gave up 2 hits to let the 2 runs of Al Downings come in to score. And Juan Piazza goes to 14-10, pitched a great game, 8 1/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, walked 1, struck out 9, and gave up 2 home runs. Hacker gets his 3rd save of the year, pitches 2/3 of an inning, and gets a strikeout. Let's do some fast play here. We'll do everything since there's no Braves baseball. So can the A's help the Yanks out? The Yanks drop 2. Tigers could pick up a game and a half here. And the Tigers beat up on the A's. So they're going into this Yankees series with, I think, a 9-game winning streak. They got to be feeling good. And then you got the Angels going out to Minnesota to take on the Twins in a doubleheader. Here's the first game of this doubleheader. And the Twins win a close one. Let's see what the starters for here. Oh, Kopp committed 3 errors. Wonder if that led to the loss. Oh, Killebrew had a good game, 2 for 4. Angels 2 runs on 8 hits and 3 errors. The Twins 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors. See what happens here in game number 2 in Minnesota. And the Angels come back and split the doubleheader. The Angels 3 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. The Twins 1 run, 7 hits and 3 errors. That's it in the American League. Now we go to the National League. We got the Pirates out in L.A. to take on the Dodgers. I believe that's where the Braves are heading to next. It's out to L.A. And the Dodgers win a close one, and I'm sure this star's about the 4 errors that the Pirates committed. Don Hoke committed 3 errors on his own, and the Pirates 4 total. And I'm sure that probably cost them. Let's see how many of those 2 runs was unearned. Both the runs was unearned. Ain't that a shame? So the Pirates 1 run on 6 hits and 4 errors. The Dodgers 2 unearned runs on 8 hits and no errors. Then you got the Phillies taking on the Giants. Can they help the Braves out here? Fighting Phil's taking on the Giants. And the Giants win a close game. And again, 3 errors. Cepeda with his 37th home run of the year, I believe. We'll check that out when we take a look at the standings. And, oh, Callison hit for the cycle for the Phils. Let's take a look at that, folks. See how he did it. He doubled in the first, singled in the second, tripled in the fourth, and how about that? He homered in the ninth, folks. Nice job by Johnny. Then we got the Cubbies taking on the Cardinals in a doubleheader. Here's game number 1 of it. And the Cubbies beat up on the rivals, the Cardinals. 12 runs on 15 hits and an error. Cardinals 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Can the Cubbies sweep this doubleheader, or they waste some of them runs? See if they need some of them in the second game, and the Cardinals going to bounce back. And they should have. They lose by 1, the Cubbies. Cubs 7 runs on 9 hits and an error. The Cardinals 8 runs on 15 hits and 2 errors. Let's take a look here at the standings in both the National American League and the leaderboard since the Braves didn't play. So the Tigers have dropped the lead down to 9.5. It's not double digits now, folks. They got a 4-game series against the Yanks. They got to sweep. If they sweep, they knock it down to 5.5 and make this a pennant race. The Orioles are 12.5 games back, and I think the White Sox have been eliminated. Let's check here. Pretty sure it's just a 2-man race here. I think the Orioles may have even been eliminated. Let's check the Orioles out first. Might just be a 2-horse race here. No, it's still a 3-horse race. Orioles still got a magic number of 2 before they're eliminated. So it's a 3-horse race. White Sox, Twins, Angels, Red Sox, Indians, Senators, and A's have been eliminated. White Sox 18.5 games back after sweeping the Yankees in that doubleheader. Twins 24, Angels 34.5, Red Sox 38, Indians 45, Senators 43.5, and the A's 44.5. Then in the National League, with the Giants win, cuts it to a 6.5 game lead over the Braves. The Reds have been eliminated. They're 13 games back. Dodgers 18, Cardinals 18.5, Cubbies 19.5, Pirates 24.5, and the poor Phillies are 40 games back. Howard still leading the American League with a .344 batting average. Roger picked up his 67th home run in the loss. Mix up the 140 RBIs on the year. Cash is right behind him. Gentile still got a shot at 60 with 56 home runs on the year. And Clemente's leading the National League and the Major Leagues with a .367 batting average. Cepeda picked up his 37th home run in that win. He's got 123 RBIs, 10 more than Eddie Matthews. Only one home run ahead of his teammate, Willie Mays. And leading the American League now with the ERA is Don Lee with a 2.24 ERA. Must have just got enough innings to be eligible. Just lightly above Bunning. Bunning with a 2.25. You got Bunning with 22 wins on the year now, with Whitey and Frank Lowry with 21. Stafford with 20 games. Luis with 37 saves on the year. And in the National League, you got Warren Spahn with a 2.40 ERA. Lou Burdett, Joey J, and Warren Spahn with 17 wins. Don with 36 saves on the year. Rogers leading the American League in MVP voting. Bill Stafford still leading in the Cy Young, but Bunny's closing in on him. Cepeda with his MVP lead against Eddie Matthews of the Braves, and Spahn has taken over the Cy Young lead over Lou Burdett. And I want to thank 007. Check out his great channel. Clinton Parks for joining us. MV, check out his great channel. Legend Sports Universe, check out his great channel. Tim, Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, check out his channel. Oh, I'm sorry, Aaron. I didn't see Aaron Reed come in. Check in out his great channel. Mike Silva, he's been starting to do some games. Check out his channel, plus all the great stadium stuff he's done. And I believe that's everybody, folks. We'll be back here on the channel with that doubleheader between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees from Detroit. Until then, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out to Chicago, headed to Detroit, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until the next time, you all take care.